I'm going to talk about upcoming pattern. So Scarborough, Ontario 0.25 millimeters of rain. Newmarket, Ontario 0.25 millimeters of rain. Orangeville, Ontario 0.25 millimeters of rain. Downtown Toronto 0.25 millimeters of rain. Oakville and Hamilton 0.25 millimeters of rain. Owen Sound 0.25 millimeters of rain. Hanover, Ontario is going to get 0.25 millimeters of rain. Cobourg and Peterborough 0.25 millimeters of rain, even though Cobourg could get less rainfall, 0.25 millimeters of rain than Peterborough. Belleville is 0.25 millimeters of rain. London 0.25 millimeters of rain. Midland 0.25 millimeters of rain. Blue Mountain 0.25 millimeters of rain. Barrie could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. It's gonna go away and take a break and then come back. So next hour, so Scarborough could get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. And in the second driest, so first driest is gonna be 0.25, and third driest is 2.5 millimeters of rain. Downtown Toronto 2.5 millimeters of rain. Richmond Hill 0.25 millimeters of rain. Oakville 2.5 millimeters of rain. Milton, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Niagara Lake is 2.5 millimeters of rain. Niagara Falls City is 2.5 millimeters of rain. And the heaviest is Niagara Lake is 2.5, and the heaviest in Niagara Falls City is 2.5. So, but most of it, Niagara Falls is around 2.5 millimeters of rain. London is 0.25 millimeters of rain. Newmarket is 0.25 millimeters of rain. Orangeville, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Cobourg 0.25 millimeters of rain. Peterborough could get some bands of rain, 0.25 millimeters of rain. Belleville 0.25 millimeters of rain. So Fort Erie could get some passing 2.5 millimeters of rain and it's going to come back. So next hour, Niagara Lake could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Next hour, except 2 p.m. most part of the southern Ontario gets nothing except Cobourg and could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, and Belleville 0.25 millimeters of rain up later on. 8 p.m. Fort Erie could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Barrie, Ontario 0.25 millimeters of rain. Collingwood, Ontario 0.25 millimeters of rain. So Montreal is. So Byerton is 6.25 millimeters of rain. Byerton again, that's Owen Sound. It's 2.5 millimeters of rain. So Cobourg could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. It's a thin band. So nothing else on the radar or model. So next hour, so northern Scarborough could get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. Southern Scarborough could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Richmond Hill 0.25 millimeters of rain. Orangeville, Ontario could get some passing 2.5 millimeters of rain, but most of it is going to get 0.25 millimeters of rain. Cobourg, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Belleville could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Niagara on the Lake could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Niagara Falls City, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. London could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. I'm gonna ignore Hanover now. So Scarborough, northeastern Scarborough could get some. It's gonna take a while. So it's gonna get 12.5 millimeters of rain. Southern Scarborough is gonna get some 2.5 no 6.25 millimeters of rain. Same thing in Richmond Hill, Oakville, Brampton, Mississauga. Even though Mississauga could get some 12.5. So Orangeville, Ontario could get some 6.25 millimeters of rain. London, Ontario could get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. 6.25 millimeters of rain in Quebec, Belleville, Ontario. Fort Erie, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Niagara Falls City, 0.25 millimeters of rain. Watertown could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Owen Sound 0.25 millimeters of rain. Midland, Ontario could get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. Peterborough could get some 6.25 millimeters, no, 12.5 millimeters of rain. So next hour. So everywhere in Niagara Falls, most part of Niagara Falls is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. But Niagara on the lake has more time for 0.25 millimeters of rain than Niagara Falls City. So Owen Sound could get some passing. No, I'm going to ignore that. So, but Collingwood, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Most part of southern Ontario is dry. It's the northeast Ontario. So everywhere in Niagara Falls City has less 0.25 millimeters of rain than Niagara on the lake. Owen Sound could get some 0.25 millimeters rain. Same thing in Collingwood, but Collingwood it's just started later than Owen Sound, whatever. So Watertown is gonna end earlier. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, so Orangeville nothing. So Peterborough, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Cobourg could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Belleville 0.25 millimeters of rain. London doesn't count because it's passed through. Barrie, Ontario, nothing. It's some. So next hour. So nothing around weather models in this time of year. So Hanoi doesn't show up. So almost final hour. Just checking, double check. Yeah, this is second final hour. Niagara on the Lake gun nothing on southern Ontario. Doesn't count. 2 p.m. Peterborough could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So air is one more. So Belleville, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Peterborough could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So Belleville, same thing. Peterborough, same thing, but it's gonna get more than Belleville. So total precipitation in 12 hours, even though it says rainfall, but skips today, doesn't count. So Cuba could get some 0.20, no, close to 0.7 millimeters of rain. Nothing available, Hanoi nothing. So it's gonna be a lot of Stouffville, 19 millimeters of rain. 7.5 millimeters of rain in northeastern Scarborough. Southern Scarborough is 10 millimeters of rain. Close to. Down to Toronto is 10 millimeters of rain. Brampton 11 millimeters of rain. And Sunbury has 10.5 millimeters of rain in Orangeville, Ontario. Newmarket, Ontario 17 millimeters of rain. Cobourg is 12 millimeters of rain. Peterborough could get some 14 millimeters of rain. Belleville is 10 millimeters of rain everywhere in Niagara Falls. everywhere Niagara Falls could get some 2 millimeters of rain, but Niagara on the lake could get some more rain, 2 millimeters of rain than Niagara Falls City. So in Hamilton could get some 5 millimeters of rain. London's 2 millimeters of rain. Wyton 10 millimeters of rain. 7.5 is Owen Sound. Collingwood is 14 millimeters of rain. Barrie, Ontario 17 millimeters of rain. So Orange and Newmarket done. So this gonna be clear this. So Cobourg could get some 0.7 millimeters rain. 0.7 millimeters of rain, mostly 0.2 to 0.7 millimeters of rain possible for Belleville. Wyerton, not possible, but it is possible. So Wyerton could get some 0.7 millimeters of rain. Owen Sound could get some breaks, which is like 0.2 millimeters of rain instead of 0.7 millimeters of rain. So break of 0.7 millimeters of rain. Hanover, Ontario is going to come out. So Hanover, Ontario is going to get some 0.7 millimeters of rain. Newmarket 0.7, no, not going to go. So Barrie, Ontario 0.2 millimeters of rain in Newmarket. So Peterborough Peterborough is gonna get some rain, which is around like 0.2 to 0.7 millimeters of rain for now, like 8 p.m. The whole day of Friday, August 29th. So August 30th, final hour, final day. So Cobourg doesn't count. Belleville, Ontario is gonna get some 0.5 millimeters of rain. So air temperature pattern. So skip today's. Yeah, this is gonna continue today's. So 17 degrees in Stouffville. Scarborough is 17 degrees. 17 degrees in downtown Toronto. Brampton is 18 degrees. Mississauga is 18 degrees. 18 degrees in Peterborough. Cobourg is 18 degrees. 19 degrees in Belleville. Hamilton is 17 degrees. Everywhere in Niagara Falls is 19 degrees. 15 degrees in Collingwood. 16 degrees in Wyerton. 15 degrees in Owen Sound. 15 degrees in Barrie. 16 degrees, and you know that. So London is 18 degrees. Orangeville, Ontario. Newmarket is 17 degrees. Belleville. So clear this. Next hour. So title video. So Newmarket's 10 degrees. 10 degrees in Scarborough. 11 degrees is in Brampton. 13 degrees in downtown. In Cobourg is 13 degrees. That's downtown Toronto, 13 degrees. 11 degrees is in Peterborough. Collingwood is 12 degrees. Wyerton is 12 degrees. London is 11 degrees. 13 degrees in Hamilton. 14 degrees in Niagara-on-the-Lake. Niagara Falls City is 12 degrees. Orangeville doesn't count. 9 degrees. 11 degrees in Orangeville, Ontario. Next hour is warmest hour. 6 a.m. is actually coldest because it's after sunrise, before sunrise. So Stouffville is 21 degrees, 22 degrees in South Scarborough, Northern Scarborough. Belleville is Cobourg is 21 degrees, Peterborough is 20 degrees, 20 degrees in Belleville. Everywhere in Niagara Falls is 21 degrees. London, Ontario is 20 degrees. Collingwood is 20 degrees. Wyerton is 19 degrees. Barrie is 21 degrees. 20 degrees. Mostly 19 degrees. Newmarket is 20 degrees. Hamilton is 21 degrees. 6 a.m. is before sunrise. So 15 degrees is in Wyerton. 16 degrees is in Blue Mountain or whatever. So London is 13 degrees. Brampton is 14 degrees. Stouffville is 13 degrees. 16 degrees is Scarborough, Southern. Then Scarborough is 15 degrees. 16 degrees in Data Toronto. 14 degrees is in Peterborough. 18 degrees is in Cobourg. 17 degrees in Niagara Lake. Niagara Falls City is 16 degrees. 13 degrees in Newmarket. 16 degrees in Belleville. 16 degrees in Hamilton. There's nothing else on the weather model. So next hour. So 17 degrees is in Wyatown, 15 degrees in Blue Mountain, Hamilton is 21 degrees, Brampton is 20 degrees, 20 degrees in Downtown Toronto, no, Downtown Toronto is 19 degrees, 16 degrees in Stouffville, Scarborough is 17 degrees, 18 degrees in Cobourg, 16 degrees is in Peterborough, 18 degrees in Belleville, every Niagara Falls, Ontario is 21 degrees, London is 19 degrees, 17 degrees is in Newmarket. Next hour, 76 hours. 12 degrees in Wyton, 12 degrees in Blue Mountain, 10 degrees is London, 11 degrees in Brampton, Stouffville is 10 degrees, 11 degrees is in Scarborough, Ontario, 12 degrees in Outer Toronto, 9 degrees in Orangeville, Ontario, actually 10 degrees. 10 degrees in Peterborough, 13 degrees is in Cobourg, 12 degrees in Belleville, 13 degrees in Hamilton, Niagara Lake is 14 degrees, 13 degrees in Niagara Falls City. Next hour, it's gonna take a few seconds. So Wyatown is 15 degrees in Blue Mountain, 17 degrees in London, 18 degrees in Western and Southern Toronto. Scarborough, Stouffville is 17 degrees, 17 degrees in Scarborough, 18 degrees in Cobourg. Peterborough is 17 degrees, 18 degrees in Belleville. Niagara-on-the-Lake is 18 degrees. Niagara Falls City is 17 degrees. Hamilton's 18 degrees. Newmarket is 18 degrees, 16 degrees. Next hour. Some second or third final hour. So Wyton is 12 degrees, 13 degrees is in Blue Mountain. London is 9 degrees, Brampton is 11 degrees, Mississauga is 12 degrees, 10 degrees in Stouffville. Scarborough is around 11.5 degrees. Cobourg is 13 degrees, 10 degrees is in Peterborough, Belleville is 11 degrees, 13 degrees in Hamilton, Niagara-on-the-Lake is 15 degrees, Niagara Falls City is 12 degrees, Newmarket is 9 degrees, Orangeville, Ontario is 10 degrees. So it's done. Not done. 2 p.m. the final hour. 19 degrees in Wyton, Blue Mountain is 17 degrees, 19 degrees in London, 20 degrees in southern Toronto, like downtown and western Toronto. The northwest Toronto is 20 degrees, like Brampton, Mississauga is 20 degrees. That's western or southwestern Toronto. So Cobourg is 20 degrees, Peterborough is 19 degrees, Belleville is 20 degrees, 20 degrees in Niagara-on-the-Lake, Niagara Falls City is 19 degrees, Hamilton is 20 degrees, 19 degrees in Newmarket. So next hour. So it's finished. So this is the end of the video. I'm going to stop here.